Hey folks, it's Michael C. Fischbach at Medicare Savings.us. Just going over the Medicare.gov website a little bit for some of our clients and new folks, because a lot of folks getting everything in the mail are being inundated with all the information. Just go straight to the source, Medicare.gov, or get your hands on a Medicare and You handbook, 2018 version, most up to date, giving you the information about the new Medicare cards coming in April of this year, 2018, all the way to April 2019, and then giving your rights and options and breaking down every single thing that you want to know about Medicare, or just looking to make sure that you have the right coverage. This first part is the most important part, to make sure you have exactly what you want and the type of coverage you want. Option 1, original Medicare Part D drug plan and a Medicare supplement plan. Option 2, Medicare Part C, Medicare Advantage plans. Pretty much an all-in-one network PPO, HMO network plan that encompasses A and B with some drug coverage as well. But please look into these two options for yourself and get to know these two options. These are the most important options you'll need to figure out for yourself. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because the resource is Medicare.gov. Even if you have some issues with your vision, you can always get the podcast of the Medicare and You handbook, literally every section. And this is great because it chunks every section. It's not necessarily discernible to the person reading it, because it is in Medicare language and Medicare speak, but it does chunk it into different sections, and it's very very doable for most folks that are not trying to learn it all at once, right? And so looking forward into the Medicare.gov, you can look at every single thing and look at your different concerns and know what your situation is. Literally, if you're just getting started, if you have employer coverage, if you have a disability. I saw some comments on YouTube about that folks are going directly to insurance brokers and insurance companies to ask these Medicare specific questions, when all of this information is provided to you from the federal government on their website. Do you need extra help? Are you on Medicaid? If you're outside of the U.S., what are your rights and options? And then obviously, this last one is ESRD, which folks that are ESRD are able to apply for Medicare. Now, going further along, deeper into the Medicare, knowing your costs is a big concern for a lot of folks, and getting help with those costs. So just takes a very small amount of time to look over the actual layout of Medicare.gov and see what your rights and options are. And it's very easy to do now that the internet is has matured, and you can go to your public library, you can go to your friend's house, you can go on your smartphone and look at this stuff. Now, just another thing about publications, you do want to pick up those handbooks, just so if you're not by a computer, you can look at it at your leisure. Also, you can look up more information about prescription drug coverages, getting extra help with that, the way that you can compare Medicare drug coverages. And then obviously it'll tell you there's the time periods of when you can look into those drug coverages. Typically at the end of the year, if you're not first enrolling into a Medicare plan, end of the year, which is called annual election period, October 15th through December 7th, is when you're already on Medicare and shopping your Part D drug plan year after year if you need to. Also on Medicare.gov, you can obviously get your information to you paperless. Many folks have email now, and we're sending a lot of our folks email information and obviously voice information via email as well. And you can go further into Medicare.gov, literally what you get from Medicare in the mail. So this is really interesting because a lot of folks haven't gotten mail, don't know which one is Medicare, and literally it tells you exactly what types of mail comes from Medicare, and it's official. Welcome to Medicare booklet and letter, all the different things with your Medicare and You handbook, and then just all these materials. Now, it can get confusing when you have all these materials. So you'll want to have these materials on hand when you're speaking to either Social Security or speaking to a licensed advocate or agent in your area, in your state, or over the phone like we do nationally. So make sure you know which types of materials are coming from Medicare and which ones are trying to solicit to you, because obviously, the insurance companies are part of the equation when it comes to Medicare and your health coverage. All right, the Medicare welcome booklet, it literally tells you everything about your initial enrollment period, your first 7 months surrounding your birth month, three months before, 3 months after, and including your birth month is your initial open enrollment period into Medicare Part A and Part B. You have to enroll into both to either get a Medicare supplement plan or enroll into Part A and B to get into a Medicare Advantage Part C plan. Those are your two options. So make sure you discuss it with your Medicare specialist or Medicare advisor. Help fight Medicare fraud. Yeah, this is the big issue. A lot of folks that we encounter, there's that hesitation and not knowing who we are and all that. And I get that. I totally get that. But we have secure measures and secure ways for you to make sure that you can identify who we are, and then also for your protection, you're able to identify not only who we are, but you're also able to identify every time we speak to you. You can ask us some security questions as well for your protection. So you can look into all that here, but basically, you definitely want to make sure that you're speaking with someone who's licensed, someone who's an advocate that's trying to make sure that your hard-earned dollars are going towards your health care. So here we go. On the next tab that we'll cover here, and Medicare.gov is really important. It really is where you can get involved in your own health care and managing your own health. And MyMedicare.gov is super simple, super easy. I know a lot of folks may not be as computer savvy, but more folks are becoming computer savvy, and that's where advocates like ours at Medicare Savings.us, we try to help as much as possible, letting you know that this is a way for you to take control, and take control of your own health information and make sure that it's within your reach. So if you have any questions about it, Medicare.gov, and then also it's a very easy process to log in or make it an account for yourself. Okay, download claims for Medicare Blue Button. This is something fairly new on my radar. It's a Blue Button provides you an easy way to download your personal health information to a file. So this is really cool. Again, you can download it via MyMedicare.gov, and basically you'll be able to search your claims and view the on-the-go report. So really cool for you to be able to view your own Medicare reports and to make sure all the information is correct for yourself if there's something irregular. So it's one way for you to audit the health care that you're getting, or you're getting claims on as well. And so last couple things, one of the best things to do is to make sure that you get on the horn with Medicare. It's 1-800-Medicare. They're literally open 24 hours a day, 365 days out of the year. You can get a call center close to you if you call late at night. A little tip from the Medicare pros or Medicare agents that have been doing this day in, day out, is that when you speak to when you call the 1-800 number and you first get the teleprompts, you can literally say agent 2, maybe 3 times in a row while the teleprompt's talking. And after a few times, you say agent, or agent again. After ask you repeatedly what your options might be, then it will actually bring you to a live Medicare agent from Medicare, the federal government, for you to discuss or for you to ask questions about your Medicare situation. And so a lot of folks obviously do that at the end of the year because of all the commercials and all the influence by the insurance companies, but you can call them any time of the year. And this is a great resource to make sure that you shop your drug plan during annual election period, October 15th through December 7th, if you are looking into different coverages and costs and everything for your drug plan. But they're also a great resource to make sure that your Medicare information is in order, and they're obviously there to help you. Now, what we do as Medicare Savings is we're able to help folks lower down their premium, so they can probably look into that as well. But we're licensed and trusted to do that nationally. Just please don't hesitate to call 1-800-MEDICARE. Ask them some questions and verify too if you have talked to some agents or brokers or anything about certain types of information. We had a couple of instances when the Medicare beneficiary was letting us know that, oh yeah, no, we're on a good plan, we're on a good Medicare supplement plan, and the agent told us we're locked in for 5 years on that rate. And that is incorrect. If you look at the Choosing a Medigap Policy booklet, it will let you know the 3 ways that insurance companies can set their prices or premiums, via attained age, issue age, or community rated. And those are the 3 ways, and none of those are what's locked in within 5 years. At most, it's 12 months for many of the companies for Medicare supplements, Medigap plans. And so make sure you have the correct information, and you can get that straight from Medicare.gov, and you can call 1-800-MEDICARE. I digress. I think that's enough information for you all. If you all ever need to replace your Medicare card, you can always call Social Security to replace your Medicare card. A lot of folks think they need to call Medicare, but that's actually all the benefits are administered from the Social Security Administration. So call Social Security, or actually you can go online and get your My Social Security account and request that as well. I know that's a lot of information, but folks, it really doesn't take much. A couple clicks of the buttons for you to find out exactly what your rights and options are. And I know the book is nice and handy for some, but it's also confusing for others. So make sure you get a trusted, licensed agent to make sure that you go over the proper information. You can go over it with Medicare.gov, you can go over it with your handbook. Make sure you know your rights and options. Thanks so much for listening, and take care. Have a good day or evening.